The Saturday fixtures are done and dusted, and there's only one right place to start in this one. But before going straight into the video, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to share and subscribe, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. But let's get straight into the video. There's only one right place to start, and it is here. Leeds United against Manchester City. Leeds against Manchester City, where Manchester City won this game 1-0 after a very good goal from Antonio Semenyo, after a very good ball inside the box from Ryan Ent-Nouri. Let's get straight into the lineup and see how these Manchester City boys performed today, and where did they get it right, and where did Leeds United get it wrong. In the first few minutes of the game, Calvert-Lewin got multiple chances. Who if he kept those balls behind the net, maybe he could have troubled Manchester City at some point. But well, Manchester City, as we know, it is a very patient team. They are very patient in what they are doing in the course of 90 minutes. When you give them certain chances, or when you get certain chances against Manchester City and do not bury them, they are eventually going to punish you. Look at this quality of attack, and look at the quality of players in the attack of Manchester City. Man, they have the legs of Omar Mamouche, who did not have one of his best game today, but he served his purpose. The legs of Antonio Semenyo, who since he came on for Manchester City, he has been very key and instrumental in this Manchester City side. And if Manchester City are going to win this Premier League this season, if they're going to overtake Arsenal in this Premier League, it will be because of guys like Antonio Semenyo. Ryan Cherki, his creativity, flawless Ryan Cherki is one of the best players in the world. Bernardo Silva, his leadership, Rodri's leadership, Makigehi, since coming into this team, has really transformed Manchester City defense. Ruben Dias, well, as you know, a leader and a very good player and a very good pillar, or a very good, let's say, a backbone in this Manchester City team. Nunez, since moving to that right back position, he has even forgotten he was a midfielder. Donnarumma, very instrumental. Nico O'Reilly, not one of his best games today, but he served his purpose. He came out injured in the 17th minute, but well, he was also very good in the minutes that he played. Then Ryan Ent-Nouri getting his assist today, and I think one of his best games for Manchester City. But if we were to talk about standout performances in this game, man, if we were to talk about the standout performances in this game, we have to start with this guy here, Antoine Semenyo. We have to start with him, absolutely start with him. Today he played maybe a different role, because well, we are used to seeing Antoine Semenyo playing in that like left wing position, but today Guardiola, Erling Haaland is missing. He was deep there most of the time. Well, you could see in the lineup, him and Omar Mamouche were the farthest players in terms of attack, but he also dropped deep, and the fact that he played 90 minutes in this game, he showed that he's Mr. Reliable. 90 minutes, he grabbed a goal, expected, you can see there. But what I liked about him today, it was the way he was involving himself in build-up play, in attack for Manchester City. The way Omar Mamouche was the way Antonio Semenyo, was involving himself in the build-up play for Manchester City, it shows that Guardiola can use him in multiple ways, because well, look at the touches, 33 touches. If he played that type of position as an attacker, we've seen Erling Haaland struggling to make even 10 touches in a game. So the fact that Antonio Semenyo is a guy who can involve himself in build-up play for Manchester City, he can contribute. And when you give him a chance and a sniff for a goal, he's always there to give you that goal. So I'm thinking this was money well spent for Manchester City. With Antonio Semenyo, I know they bought him close to 70 million, but he could have gone to multiple teams in the Premier League who are in need of a left wing at the likes of Arsenal, who are the rivals to this title. Chelsea, there are no left wingers in that team, and I was really surprised that Chelsea asked for Antonio Semenyo, and when they were told the price, they said, nah, we are not paying for that, we have Alejandro Garnacho. Manchester United, well, going to next season, Cunha is the one who's been playing there for multiple times this season, but I don't think Cunha is a left wing. Then another guy, Ryan Ent-Nouri, who I think he had one of his best games for Manchester City today. One of his best games for Manchester City today. Of course, grabbing that an assist is this ice cream on top of the cake, but his overall performances, they were very brilliant, man. They were just very good, man. They were very good, and that is all I can say about Ent-Nouri today. And if he continues these performances from that left back, he is locked in that position for real. He has locked it in. Then Ruben Dias did what expected him to do. McGahey, I think McGahey, when Manchester City went for him, it was like, But we all know McGahey, man, playing for the England national team. Look at his heat map, man. This is a guy who really likes to get involved. This is a guy who really likes to start attacks from the back. He can make those lane breaking passes, and when there's a need for him to get involved and drive with the ball to the attack, he will also do that. So I think for Manchester City, also for McGahey, this is money well spent. Manchester City said, nah, I know they bought him for just 20 million. His wages are really high, but Manchester City saw an opportunity and they took it. Many teams were waiting for McGahey in the summer so that they can get him as a free agent. Manchester City got him now. Now let's look at the table and how the standings are for the Premier League table. And if I have to talk about this Leeds team, they struggled. They worked really hard, but well, when we're playing against a Manchester City team which has the attack, the players that they play for Manchester City, the caliber of the attack for Manchester City is really high. It will be very tough for you to keep up with them and maybe prevent them from scoring. And talking about a moment which I saw in that game, Leeds fans booing Manchester City fans who are breaking their fast. That is just ridiculous. In big 2026 Ramadan, players who have not eaten for around 10 to 12 hours, they're just having a sip of water. It is not like they're having a mukbang and eating. No, they're just having a sip of water and we're booing them. That was ridiculous from Leeds fans. The table in the Premier League, Arsenal, of course, number 1, 61 points, playing against Chelsea, which will be a very tough game for, not tough game because of their recent form, but Arsenal, a big game is a big game. A derby is a derby. A London derby as well as a London derby. Manchester City with 59 points, just 2 points, just 2 points. Just 2 points separating the top 2 clubs in the Premier League. Then another game that I want to touch about it is this one. And the biggest take from this one that we got out of this game, it is now Mohamed Salah has gone 10 games in the Premier League without grabbing a goal for his first time in his career. But when Mohamed Salah was struggling getting goals and assists, there is this guy who I think he has the potential of becoming one of the best strikers this Premier League has ever seen. Hugo Ekitike, he has the potential of becoming one of the best strikers this Premier League has ever seen. Why is the heat map not loading? Maybe it is because of the internet. It is really raining right where I am from while the heat map was loaded. I just want to see how this guy involves himself, man. He's just in these areas where he can get the goals, and that is what you need from your number 9. Get yourself in positions, get yourself in areas where you can get a goal or an assist. And for Gitike, he does that very perfectly. And today, it was a good day on office for him, for the fantasy Premier League managers who had him 2 goals and an assist. Well, that is a very good attacking return from Hugo Ekitike. And if he continues like this, man, Alexander Isak, maybe your time at Liverpool is in really huge question, although they bought you for huge money. Then another guy I want to talk about, it is Big Virgil van Dijk grabbing a goal today and a lead in that defense, although they conceded 2 goals. McAllister grabbing a goal, Ryan Gravenberch grabbing an assist, Dominic Szoboszlai, who I think this season has been one of the best Liverpool players in terms of consistency and make sure he's delivering in every game. Cody Gakpo getting that goal. And also for West Ham players, some who had a very good game, maybe I think Fernandes. I think this Fernandes guy is having some multiple good games, man. Manchester United looking for a midfielder. Maybe we can check up on him. But let's go to the next game, which was a very funny game, by the way. Which was a very funny game because look at the time of the scoring. Well, Everton are the one who got the goal in the 90th minute. Then in the 32nd minute, they equalized. Then immediately after that, in the 34th minute, Everton again go on top and it is 2-1. Then in the 82nd minute, which this goal was really celebrated by the whole Newcastle, they get a goal from Jacob Murphy. Then immediately after they get a goal, Barry is the one who grabs the winner for Everton Football Club. But I think today this guy Jordan Pickford is rating 5.8, maybe because he conceded 2 goals, but there's a save that he made. There's a save that he made at the end, man. I really wish I could show you here without any copyright infringement. But there's a save that Jordan Pickford made in that game. It was absolutely wild and out of this world. And for Newcastle United, man, They have to get their shit together, because where are they in the Premier League at the moment? They have to get their shit together. Where are they in the Premier League at the moment? Newcastle United, who guys was saying, well, they're going to have a better season than Manchester United. They are 12th in the Premier League and one win in their last 5 games, and the win was against a struggling Tottenham Hotspurs. And the next game it is Manchester United. They have to work it out. They have to work it out and get their shit together. Then another game, which was what the games in the Premier League today, they were really good. This one here, where Burnley went, I think Brentford went 3 goals up after a goal from Damsgaard, Kevin Shade, and Igor Thiago. Then Burnley at Turf Moor in their home ground, they also found a way to get back into the game and scoring 3 goals, framing Jordan Anthony and Kayoda not goal. And when you think, well, it is in the 90th minute, the drama is over. The game it is 3-3. Look, you have given us a masterclass. Just go home. Damsgaard grabs a goal in the 93rd minute to give Brentford the win. And the drama did not end there, man. The drama did not end there because, well, also in the final minutes of added time, a guy who came on in the 90th minute, Ashley Barnes, thinks that he has equalized for Burnley at Turf Moor, and the celebration are wild. Scott Parker cannot believe it, but well, the VAR was there to disappoint them, and the game ends 4-3 in favor of Brentford. Burnley came up, people are saying Burnley came back in this one just to get nothing. Then the final game I want to talk about, which is not in the Premier League, by the way, it was in Germany. In Germany today, there was the Klassiker, or is the Bundesliga. Sorry, guys. Let me just get the game. Where is the Bundesliga fixtures? There was the Klassiker today, which was a very good game, by the way. And most of the time, I was not even watching that Manchester City game. I was watching this one, Bayern Munich against Borussia Dortmund, which was a very hard-fought game, and it was a very good fought game. And Nicola Schlotterberg grabs the goal for Borussia Dortmund after a very good set piece inside the box. Then Harry Kane, just like Harry Kane, after a very good piece of play from Borussia Dortmund, a good ball inside the box, Gnabry just headed down to Harry Kane, and Harry Kane with the tap-in. Then in the 7th minute, a penalty. Svensson, who is a left back, a very good goal to equalize for Borussia Dortmund. Then in the final minutes of the game, in front of his national team head coach Julian Nagelsmann, Joshua Kimmich wins it for Bayern Munich. But if there's something that I've learned in this game, man, they said that Bayern Munich are in the Champions League. If they'll play the way they played against Borussia Dortmund, I know it is a rivalry, and they were away at Signal Iduna Park, and Signal Iduna Park is one of the worst stadiums to play at as an away side in Germany. But if this is the way Bayern Munich are going to play in the Champions League, they have to fix up, man. I was not convinced whatsoever with this performance. They have to fix up, but well, they won. And I think the Bundesliga title race is a one-horse title race because, well, as it has been many years now, 63 points, 52 points, almost 11 points in this title race. So I think it is done, man. Borussia Dortmund, there's no way you are coming back in this one. But let me know, guys, in the comment section which game I've missed, which game I should talk about. I know Napoli, they had a very good win there. Romelu Lukaku, I think, scoring the winner. Let's look at Rasmus Hojlund scored early in the game, then Romelu Lukaku. Verona equalized, then Romelu Lukaku grabbing the winner. Now they're in the top 3, Napoli, but they've played more games than AC Milan. So, and also Roma, they have a much better goal difference. If they win their game in hand, maybe they might go to that 3rd position. But guys, let's end here for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the title race in the Premier League? Is the German Bundesliga title race over? In Italy, who do you think will win? And as United fans, you didn't have to do what you did in that Manchester City game when those Manchester City players were breaking up their fast. So peace, guys. See you next time in a preview video. Maybe for Manchester United against Crystal Palace. That I will touch on that a little bit less, but the real preview will be about Arsenal against Chelsea Football Club.